Come on, relax and just enjoy the show. We got you here on Straight Talk. Don't be lying, yes, you already know. We got you here on Straight Talk, yeah. We got you grooving. Let us know how you doing. We keep it live right here on Straight Talk. Riccardo Montgomery.
Welcome to the Straight Talk with your boy Riccardo Montgomery, aka the voice of gospel radio. Hanging out with you on this day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Hey man, y'all, I got a great show lined up for y'all today. My man is hanging out with me, man, so I am excited. I just got to get him on in here, y'all. I mean, I just got to get him in here with us, man, because I need him in here. My main man, Jason Rutley, is in the house. Jay, how you doing, man?
I'm great, bro. How you doing?
Look here, man. I am excited to have you here with us, man. Um, it is just a blessing, man, just to be able to sit down here and have a good conversation with good friends, good friends, my
Yes, sir.
man.
Yes, sir.
I mean, because you do so much, you're hosting, you have your own show, you know, gospel artists all over the place, husband, stepping in, happy anniversary to you and your wife, man. And
Thank you,
but
bro.
I'm just happy
Thank
to
you.
have you here to hang out with me today, man. And so
Glad to be here.
tell everybody a little bit about yourself so they can get caught up. I mean, I can brag about you all day, but tell everybody a little bit about yourself and we'll get going with the show.
Yeah. Well, first of all, man, thank you for having me, bro. Thank you for your anniversary wishes, man. It was a anniversary. It was very well. My name is Jason Rutley, aka J Rut. I hail from a little city in Michigan called Pontiac, aka Yacktown. Um, I'm a husband of 12 years now. Um, Singer, songwriter, worship leader, gospel artist, producer. Um, I love music. I love sports. Uh, I love fashion. I'm a sneakerhead.
Well,
It was
we're gonna get into a whole lot of good stuff today because I
yeah,
know you love sports.
yeah,
We got something that we gonna enjoy ourselves with some sports. I know you
yeah.
know fashion.
Sneakerhead, foodie. Um,
Oh,
I love fashion, man. That's one of my things. I love, debating sports, watching sports, playing sports, all that good stuff, man. But I'm just 38-year-old young man who I love to live, I love to laugh and have fun, man, enjoy my family. I'm a very family oriented guy. I come from my parents uh come from parents who have been married for 43 years, successful years.
oh wow, wow.
Um, I, I got four brothers. We all in ministry, singers, songwriters, preachers, producers. I got a brother that's into acting and directing. Another brother that's into videography, production, editing. I got a brother that's a studio producer. A brother that's a preacher, singer songwriter extraordinaire. So we just come from a line of just worshipers and servers, man. That's all. That's all, man. Just a good herter. Just servants of God, man. Servants of the Most High. All married, all happily married. Um, to women of God. Um, so we're blessed, man. The Rutleys are blessed, and I just so happened to fall right in the middle of the bunch. Out of the five boys, I'm the third of five, so I'm just grateful to be used by God and to be here.
Well, man, you know what? I am glad that that you was raised that way, and letting God do what He does, leading you in the right ways, and if it wasn't for God, we wouldn't have met. So now we here doing shows together, and dude, we got some stuff to talk about, man, because
Okay.
like you said,
Hey.
singer songwriter, singer
Yeah.
songwriter. Um, one thing I wanted to be able to have a discussion with you, and for you to let other artists out there know, not only artists but people too, because when you're performing, the energy has to come. People gotta bring it too. They gotta be there with you. Um,
Yeah.
you know, a lot of people really, they look at the bigger names, let's say like the Brad Courtney Wilsons, the Kurt Franklins, and um, those type people. And when they see those artists, they're like, oh my God, I want to go. I bet it's this way for them or whatever, whatever. Then when you come along like independent gospel artists, they really don't understand how hard it is for artists, independent gospel artists, um,
Hmm.
to be able to step, have that um, say I want to say platform, but I want to say the support from the fans.
Yeah.
Sometimes because they so used to seeing the bigger names. Um,
Hmm.
could you explain like talk to the people about some of like the joys of one being an independent gospel artist and writing your music and performing that music, but then also well, let's just start there. There's just the joys of writing your music and, being that independent artist that's going from church to church or from, event to event, performing your music.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's I can't really speak for anybody else, um, because and to be honest with you, I'm kind of new to it myself. Um, I have only been doing it on a serious level for maybe a couple years now.
Hmm.
Um, I just recently, I'm getting ready to sign with a management. My manager is Fred Mitchell, and his partner is Will Lockwood. They're out of LA, so I'm getting ready to sign with that management team. They're amazing. I've been working with uh, like 4 or 5 different producers, which is super dope. And it actually all started with the song that you last we debuted on your show a couple years ago. And I just wanted to thank you, man, for that opportunity. Uh, it opened up a lot of that song opened up a lot of doors for me. And now I'm connected to some amazing producers. Um, guy, one of my favorite producers is out of New York named Eric Johnson. He's out of Cleveland, but he's in New York. And then Will Lockwood is in L.A. Out of Cleveland as well. And then my producer Sean Lyrique Matthews, who's from Detroit, um, he got me going, man. He pushed me, and this is the most music that I've ever recorded in my life. Like I got enough songs recorded for an album and an EP. We're getting ready to drop the Bless My Soul EP very, very soon. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but just to answer your question about being an independent artist, when you got the right people on your team, man, you can do a lot of amazing things. I'm a big component of teamwork. It's always been in me ever since I was a little kid. From getting hand me downs and sharing stuff with my brothers to sometimes sleeping in the same bed, sleeping in the same room. You just learn how to work together. You learn how to um, use the resources that you have to do the best that you can. And you know, sometimes kids can be poor and they don't know it because they're rich in spirit. Like our parents raised us in church. They not only raised us in church, but they instilled having a personal relationship with God in us. And that, sometimes kids they can feel left out, of things as it pertains to the world and what the world deems as success or, you know, um, uh, I guess you could say successful. But when you look, man, when I look back over my life, I've been blessed to be around the right people. And I just thank God for the people he's placed in my life, man. But to be an independent artist, it's cool. It's cool writing my own songs. I actually look forward to people writing for me. Because if anybody ever heard me, they know I have a very versatile voice. And I can sing just about anything, honestly. I mean, literally from opera to gospel to jazz to like, you know, commercial tunes. I mean, whatever. I mean, I can sing just about anything. So, but it's cool just having that, just having that voice, man, to be able to sing whatever. And it's fun writing because nobody can tell you how to write. You literally write
Mm.
what you want to write, and nobody can tell you how to do it. So I love that. My laptop just died. Can you give me like 1 second? So I just got to go around my desk and plug it in real quick.
That's all right. That's all right. Well,
Yep.
look, I
Yep.
tell you, man.
I'm still listening. You could ask me another
No,
question, so and I'll answer it when I
yeah,
get
you
back.
go, you go ahead, do you. I say, look, it's such a great thing, man, because first thing first, I'm so proud of that song, which is called "Bless My Soul." If you've been following the show for a couple of years, um, you've heard this song many a times because we do play it, man. One of my favorite songs to play. To be honest with you.
Wow.
Uh, because it really just I just love the groove. I love the way I just love the whole song, and
Yeah.
so I'm just thankful to God that He allowed us to connect, and then being able to use that show and this songs and this platform the Lord has blessed me with to do what to help you increase what the Lord can do is doing for you, uh,
Yes, sir.
and Man, so but I know that people, see, artists like yourself and they say, hear like, like your song played on the radio. Let's say like Clyde J song playing on the radio. Let's say like, Jay Windsor. I know you can't speak for them. I want you to speak for you throughout this entire thing. But I really want people to know like the work that you and others really put in, the hard work that especially like you.
Yeah.
Because things is you're prayed up and you put in the work too, and a lot of times we look at thinking like as in our Christian journey like well God's going to provide, but yes, but you still have to put in that work
Yeah.
to like you said, right, you got to do this, you got to be open to ideas, you got to be open to so many things um
Yep.
allow the Lord to be able to open doors for you. uh so when you like, for as like people who are looking to come into this and want to say, you know what, I have this song that God has blessed me with.
Hmm.
Um, what's some of the things that knowing having a good team, but how can people just start to recognize when God is being able to open up certain doors? Maybe that's a too broad of a question, but um, the work that they need to put in. Let's just talk about that. The work that goes along with this, because it's not
That's
going
a
to
good
happen
question.
overnight. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good question, bro. Um, I would say number one, you have to bet on yourself. You have to invest in yourself. You have to put money aside to cover the cost of producers, um, to get your music mixed the correct way. Um, you need visual aids, or not visual aids, but you need like visual presentation. Social media. You got to be active on social media. People need to know who you are. They need to see your videos. They need to hear your voice. Um, you got to spend that time perfecting your craft. Um, so the biggest thing I would say is that anybody that wants to get into it, you got to invest in yourself. You got to. I was blessed to um, pay $500 to my first producer to produce "Bless My Soul." Um, he charges a little more than $500 uh, to produce because he's a BC. He's been doing it for a long time. He got some credits to his name. Um, but I had met him a few years prior at a job that we had worked, and we just kind of stayed in touch. And he was just like, "Man, when you ready, man, hit me up." And I went to a session. I heard he was working on some. He was working on some stuff for Jamie Foxx at the time, and he wanted me to get in the booth and try some stuff, and I heard the sounds, and I'm like, man, this is if I could sound like this, I would love it. And so I really primarily recorded my whole album in his studio. To date, I probably have recorded upwards of 20 songs with him. Everything that I recorded at his studio, even even well vocally. Even some of the other records that I have with other producers, I did the vocals at his studio, and the sound and the chemistry that we have is just amazing, man. That's my boy Sean Matthews. I was telling you about earlier, but I don't want to get off base. What was the question again? You said
Yeah, I was just trying to say
you.
that the work that goes into it, the work that
Oh
goes
yeah, yeah. The
into,
work, the work. Thank you,
yeah.
bro. I'm sorry. Yeah, the work. Yeah, you got to invest. You got to spend time with your music. One of the things that I love is that when we record, he'll bounce the track down and send it to me, and I listen to it over and over and over, and I let it sit with me. And sometimes what I record vocally, I love it. And I'm like, oh man, that's dope. We need to keep that. And then there's other stuff that I hear and I'm like, nah, we need to fix that. And I listen to it so much that it irritates me to the point that next time I go to the studio, I smash it. I'm like, let's go. But you have to have you have to invest in yourself first and foremost, and then you have to seek God. Well, I say seek God first about what you need to be doing. If it's a passion, then a lot of times God will put a burden in us to like do it. I heard somebody say it's two things that I go by as an artist. Uncle Freddie said it. Fred Jerkins said it. He said, "Stop rushing to put out music that nobody is waiting for." It's one thing he said, and then another thing that I go by is create the music or create the things you wish existed. For me, it's music. I listen to artists and I'm like, ah, that's okay, that's cool. And I listen to other stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, that's it. Like that's the bang. Um, I'm very. Oh, another thing is too is you want to get. Uh, I mean, mentorship is good. Mentorship is good, but it's better to be inspired. Sometimes sometimes you need both. I mean, it's a balance. Just being an artist is a balance. To be honest with you, I'm not big yet because I really haven't pushed. I haven't pushed to be big. Like when I drop though, it's gonna be big. Everything's gonna be big. Like my music videos, my next single. We got a skate joint that's coming out real soon. It's gonna be fire. The EP is exciting. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but invest in yourself. You have to have confidence in what you're doing. If you don't love what you're doing, then you don't need to put it out. You need to love. You need to fall in love with what God gave you. I love my songs, man, and the people that have heard them have said that they touch their lives, and they're like, man, oh my God, your music is so piercing, it's so refreshing, it's relatable. I hear that a lot. Like your music is relatable because I write about life. I don't write about just oh lift your hands to the Lord. Like that's cool, but people need to hear about what's really going on out here, and that's what they can relate to and they love. So that
You know
that's
that was
that's what I would say.
that that's what makes this show great because we talk about what's real and try to
Yeah,
relate it back to Christian values. So you have me cracking
straight
up when you're
talk.
like, oh no, no, oh, something else. Well, look, man, we're gonna get more
Listen,
into Jason Rutley. We're gonna take a quick commercial break. We're gonna come back before Jason Rutley because it's a lot to this independent. It's a lot to being an artist, and a lot of people
no
don't
doubt.
realize it. Not only being an artist, but you being a Christian artist, and
Yeah,
it's a lot of hurdles that has to be jumped in that because um, everybody's not running. Only it's a certain block of people that's trying to run to Christian music, and you have to stand out in the area that's a lot of people are being in, but we'll get over to that. We'll talk a little bit more with Jason. We got some other things we want to talk to. We got fashion, we got food, we got sports. We got a lot of things to talk to Jason about, so we're gonna dive into all
Yes,
those
sir.
things in a little bit. Coming up right here on Straight Talk. We'll be right back after these words.
COVID-19 has changed how we express our faith and gather to worship.
We all want to get back to how we pray,
How we congregate, how we lift our voices in praise. Now it's time to take the first step that lets us get back to spreading the word without spreading concern.
before we can safely come together, we need the facts.
As COVID-19 vaccine become available, you may have questions.
Should I get it?
Is it safe?
Should I wait?
It's okay to have questions. Now get the facts. Learn more at getvaccineanswers.org so you can make an informed decision when vaccines are available to you.
What's up, everybody? It's your family member, Charles Jenkins. This means war. And listen, you're tuned in. Stay locked in to Straight Talk with my brother from another mother, Riccardo Montgomery.
Hey. Okay, Dax. Prostate cancer exam time.
Not happening.
Dax.
Listen, I'd rather do anything than get a prostate exam.
I'd rather sit in the middle seat on a long haul. I'd rather sort my nephew's Legos by color. I'd rather watch 50 Shades of Grey with my mom. I'd rather fold a fitted sheet.
Where's the corner?
Oh, here we go.
Dax, a prostate cancer screening starts with a simple blood test, which we are already doing today.
Smart.
Seriously, it's that easy. Go to pcf.org to learn more.
You're listening to Straight Talk with your boy, Riccardo Montgomery. Don't worry. You ain't missed nothing. You just in a commercial break. We'll be right back with more Straight Talk in a minute.
Get close to the words of the prophets. God is in there. Moses told his people to put scripture in little boxes and tie it to their heads. Strap the Bible to your forehead. Shout proverbs from the rooftops. Post parables on your mirror and on your wall. Pack your margins with notes. Sing the Psalms as your prayers. Read Paul out loud like poetry. Know Isaiah by heart. Love Matthew like a brother. Squeeze the verses like oranges. Do like the Lord told Ezekiel. Eat this scroll and fill your stomach with it. So I ate it, and it tasted as sweet as honey. Don't just read the words of the prophets. Eat them.
It's awesome.
Welcome back to the show. Church is tomorrow. Church is tomorrow, Sunday. And any other day you get this, get ready to go to Bible study, anything else. So, and I want to let y'all know this segment is brought to you by Elegant Warrior, Elegant Warrior Inspire. Go to the Elegant Warrior Inspire is the website.com. Go check that website out. Get yourself some good things out there for you. And let your woman know that she is a warrior and you will appreciate all the things that she does. Sir, man, welcome back, y'all, to the show. We have Jason Rutley hanging out with us, man. Independent.
Sir.
He's a gospel artist. This dude, songwriter, do all these amazing things. I think he's an actor too, you know what I'm saying? Because, I just want to add more to his plate, man. He's a good friend of mine, though. And we're talking with
Yes,
him
sir.
about, we're just talking with him about just, the music industry and the things that he sees and, and try to help some of you all independent gospel artists out there out because we have a heart for independent artists and we want to make sure that you get the same love everybody else get. I know you don't get all the radio play. You got to find certain shows. Here's one. They help get your stuff out there. But with Jason here, and he's sharing with us some of the things he has going on and dropping some dimes on us, letting us know he has some things coming up. So y'all get ready for him. And if you heard Jason's music and you or if you haven't heard Jason's music, just continue to listen to the podcast. Podcast will play his song, "Blessing My Soul" right there on the song. He has some other songs out there too, um, that we've also played on Straight Talk Radio side. So we're just happy to have him back with us. And Jay, man, I want to get into some the fun stuff with you also, man. So I'm gonna ask you one
For
more
sure.
question about just the artists, being in the music business and some of the things that independent artists they should get ready, they should look out for, or just some of the things that you have dealt with and how difficult it is um, to be able to, the one thing I'm trying to figure out the marketing thing because I mean, like you said, I mean, like you have no budget, it's just you. Well, I mean, for you, not things may change with you. I mean, Lord blessing you, but when you come out, like you said, like you have to bet on yourself and you have to you have to start all these things. So marketing wise, how often should independent artists post on Facebook or post, the social media or, try to, get themselves in their church to sing, something like that.
Mhm.
How should an artist go by doing these things?
That's a good question. You ask some good questions, man. You really do. Uh,
Thank you.
I would say honestly, um, there is no perfect math to it. You know, um, to be honest with you, a lot of times it's preparation meets opportunity. A lot of times something may catch the eye of the right person that can help you. Um, and that's what happened with me. I met my manager through my producer. Um, because I said yes to come into the studio with this guy, because I spent the $500 to have the track made and to sing on it and all that stuff. Uh, just through that one song, right? Just through that one little song that I wasn't even really supposed to record that song. I went to the studio to record a whole nother song,
Mm,
and the producer was going through some tracks and he played a little sample of something, and I was like, "What is that?" Caught my eye, and that ended up being my single. And we started writing to it, and because he played it for my to be manager, and he heard it, and he was like, "Who is this kid? Like, who is this guy? Like, is he signed to anybody? What is he doing? What is he trying to do?" And it went from a situation like, "Who is he?" to like, let's like, I want to represent him. And I wasn't tied to anybody or any labels or any contracts or anything like that. And so a lot of times it's just you have to bet on yourself. You have to invest. You have to say, okay, you have to be like, okay, let me do this, and somebody else will take you serious when you take yourself serious. So he heard it and he was like, man, and because of that, now he's let other record labels hear my music, and record labels are lining up to say, hey, what kind of deal are we looking at, and different things like that. So I can't say too much yet because it's not, nothing is solidified, but God is opening doors because I
you
prepared
stay
myself.
faithful.
I'm gonna say another thing. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying you stay faithful. I mean, that we just did a show
Yeah,
last week. We were talking about favor in the midst of, being faithful. I mean, that favor comes in there. And a lot of people,
yeah.
you said something that's really key because Brian Courtney Wilson was on the show earlier this year, and he said his
Okay.
start came from someone who heard of him. He was working at another
That,
job, and they said, "What are you doing here? You're supposed to be here." And they gave him an opportunity, and now he's Brian Courtney Wilson. So, I
wow.
mean, he's
Yeah.
always been Brian Courtney Wilson, but I mean, just that difference, and like you said, just
His
taking that chance
preparation. His
yeah,
preparation met that opportunity. Yep.
right.
I got to give another shout out. Well, I said I got to give another shout out. I haven't given any shout outs, but um, shout out to my church, man. Lamb Christian Church, LAM. It stands for Life Application Ministries here in Warren, Michigan. Um, I learned a lot from the worship team that I'm on. Um, it's the first time that in my life you know what I mean, like I said before, I'm 38, and this is the first time in my life. When we got to the church, I was 34, and 4 years ago, and this was the first time in my life that I had been a part of a church that had 6 or 7 worship leaders. Now, when I say 6 or 7 worship leaders, Ricardo, I don't mean 6 or 7 people on the praise team. I'm talking about
Leaders.
6, well, 7 bona fide worshipers, like
Wow.
worship leaders. Because our praise worship team is probably we're probably about 15 deep.
It's a little quiet.
Exactly. but they're all amazing. They're all worshipers, and I learned a lot from them. And being, our minister of music, Minister Demahi Carroll, um, she's instilled a lot in me, pushed me a lot. So I've really grown a lot in these 4 years that we've been at Lamb. We're about to make our transition out of there shortly, and we'll talk about that. I'm pretty sure you was going to ask me about that, but that's part of it, man. Just being around the right people. My dad is a pastor, or bishop. He's been they're actually getting ready to celebrate 30 years in ministry in December. But we had to make the choice to pray 4 years ago to leave that ministry, and if it wasn't for leaving that ministry and going to Lamb, I don't know where I would be, as far as my career, as far as my spiritual life, different things like that. And it's not to say that I couldn't. Sometimes you got to move to an unfamiliar place to get something different.
Yes.
We need
Yes.
we need different things in our lives at different stages of our lives. And because I answered that call and was obedient, God blessed. And we're getting ready to move to Arizona in 27 days. So we're leaving Michigan. That's why we have to leave the church. But we are blessed to have been there for 4+ years, almost 4.5 years. But I learned a lot from them, and I'll carry that with me for the rest of my life. A lot of valuable lessons.
Ain't nothing like a good church. Ain't nothing like a good home church. I tell you. Nothing like a
Man,
good
when I
church.
tell you,
It
bro,
just fits.
I wish I could drag them all the way to Arizona with me, man,
I know you
because
do.
you don't get that kind of level of ministry everywhere.
Yep.
And what I mean by that is, I mean from the parking lot to the altar. Like, you feel the love, man. It's you get greeted at the door. People show you love, man. I'm gonna miss it, man. It's gonna be tough to leave that. So it's funny. It's funny because um, I'm in the middle of our move date to Arizona is December 10th. I'm in the middle of a 4 week in a row worship set. So in other words, she was like, "You want to lead worship every Sunday in November?" And that's rare. That doesn't happen because, like I said, we got 7 different worship leaders. So we got, for lack of a better term, we got 7 animals. Like, I mean, that's street talk. That's straight talk. You know,
Hmm.
we got monsters at that church in ministry vocally, and so like every Sunday we alternate. Like it's like normally I only have to lead worship like once every like 2 months because we got other people in place. But
Yeah,
that's something that I'm gonna miss.
y'all like what can
We
I
got like an
say?
all-star team over there.
It's like a family of singers there. He's like everybody can sing. Who can get the title today? Who can get Dad's permission today? To get up there and do
But
what you got to do.
exactly. But it's such a blessing though because there's no egos, there's no attitudes. It's
Hmm.
like we're all there to serve. Nobody's on payroll. Well, obviously our band is, but like the worship leaders, we're all just, and one of them is a gospel artist who's been on tour. Tracy Bryant, she used to be the lead singer for Ramaya. I don't know if you remember the gospel group Ramaya. Um, it was Jay Marshall's group. It was the group before
Okay.
2103. So it was like
Okay.
his girl group. Um, uh, they were called Ramaya, and they were on tour with like Beyonce and all of them when they were doing
Oh
like the
wow.
Fighting Temptations movie. They were actually on the
Mhm.
Fighting Temptations movie, singing on there. So they toured and they did some really big things. But their lead singer is one of our worship leaders. She's actually on tour right now with Carrie Job and what's her name? Um,
So
well,
when you
anyway,
say y'all,
yeah.
at Lamb, y'all, there's some worship leaders. That means if it's 3 feet of snow outside and it's on the building, y'all so hot that it just melts.
Hey, hey, I tell you what, some snow coming down that day. Trust me.
Yeah, it's coming on down. This is gonna
Trust
melt.
me.
It's so hot. The spirit is high
It's
in here.
awesome,
It's
man.
coming down.
It's
Hey, can't
it's
nothing stick
awesome,
here.
man. And I mean, out of the seven, uh, five are guys. Five are guys. It's rare
Mm.
to find five men of God, and you know what I mean by that.
Yeah.
Five,
You look right into the
five,
camera on that one.
five legitimate men, um, to worship God in spirit and in truth. And I mean, husbands, fathers, and I'm talking about slay. You can be slain in the spirit, but it's amazing, man. It's part
That's a
of the
blessing.
journey, and I'm excited. I'm excited to have been a part of it, man. Yep.
That's a blessing, y'all. Man, we are having a good time here with Mr. Jason Rutley, my man, gospel artist extraordinaire, songwriter. I mean, sneakerhead, foodie, everything. We're gonna take another quick break. We're gonna come right back. We're gonna do a quick interview with another entrepreneur. Then we're gonna come back and wrap the show up. Because me and Jason, we gotta talk about it's Thanksgiving's coming up, Jason. So we gotta talk about
Yes,
some
sir.
food. We gotta talk about some food. I mean, we both got a little
Go.
girth to it, so we gotta talk about some food,
Hey,
right?
you know where that girth came from? It came from eating a little
That's
ham,
right.
little turkey there. Why?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You
Yes,
know
sir.
when grandmama say, "Go and get that baby some more food." Yes, ma'am. I take
Go.
it all day.
He's a growing boy. Go feed. Go ahead and feed him.
Go on in there and get a feed them. Yes, sir. You know what I'm talking about. We'll be right back with more
Yes,
straight
sir.
talk. What ain't these words by our sponsors?
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Jason Nelson, and you're listening to Straight Talk.
Welcome back to the show, y'all. I'm gonna jump right into it, y'all. Forget all the other stuff because we got a special young lady on the line with us who's doing some amazing things, and we need to get the word out about what she is doing. I want y'all to welcome to Straight Talk Miss Shanika Striggles. How you doing today, young lady?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great. Happy to have you here on Straight Talk with us today. Um, I know that you have your clothing line and trying to get people out there and trying to spread the word around there. So tell us a little bit about you and how did you get started with your clothing line?
Well, I'm a single mother of four, so I'm trying to be an example for them. And right now, I have my own little salon, which what made me came up with the idea I could start selling clothes. Start another second line of business. And did a little research and came across a commercial on YouTube talking about Shopify. So I started there and it went on from there. Everything started was going good. It's still going good actually. And right now I'm just trying to promote my business and advertising, putting myself out there right now.
So tell everybody about Queen Shine Fashion. What does Queens what does that mean? Tell people. Let's break this down for everybody out there. I'm sure it has a positive meaning.
Yes, it does. Well, I came from a strong hand of queens, like my mothers, my grandmothers, my great grandmothers, my aunties. I look up to them. They all queens to me. So most definitely, I'm a queen. So that's like the most part of it. So when I came up with the idea of opening up my clothing brand, I named it that because it brings confidence and it inspires us black women especially to be leaders, and look good at doing it too. So, that's like my main thing. That's, to uplift us women to do something amazing with ourselves. And we can do it.
Yeah, you surely can because there's not enough African American women entrepreneurs out there who are taking that making that sacrifices and doing the things that's out there. And there's a lot of different things, a lot of different flavors for a lot of different African American women. Like you said, you have the shop, you have the clothing line, so it's just so many different avenues. Because one thing that I kind of do know that some church folk do like to go to church looking good, so they want their hair done.
Yeah.
They got to
Yeah.
have some nice clothes, right?
Mhm.
So, how can people find your clothing line? Tell us how can they get to you?
Well, actually, you could Google me, Queen Shines Fashion. Make sure you put the shines with the apostrophe gas at the end, and it'll come up on Google. You can look me up on Facebook, Queen Shines Fashion. I got a platform on there, and also my website, as you can see, Queen Shines Fashion at Shopify at myshopify.com. And those mainly the three ways you could locate me. It's no hassle, no problems. You could shop automatically. So.
All right, and you know, I know that you'll put in the work, and where are you located? Let everybody know where you located. What state are you
I'm in Florida. Actually, I'm located Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I'm local, right? My hair salon. I have me on my little setup at my house. And I was gonna start selling clothes and everything at my house, but I was like, no, I'm gonna just stick with online, just selling online. So right now, everything's doing good for me, and I'm kind of proud of myself. So
Well, you should
yeah,
be. I mean, you stepping out on faith, and you're doing what you know how to do, and the Lord's
yeah,
gonna bless you, and just gotta sometimes just gotta be patient. A lot of times
yes, it's a virtue.
we
Amen to that.
yeah, sometimes we want to get things done in our time, and it's got to be in God's time. But I thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule. Now we're here. It's close to Thanksgiving. People. I mean, me. You see me. I'm a healthy guy. So.
Me and you
Uh,
both.
I know a little bit about poultry, but let me ask you this, because we're doing this thing with the show right now. We're trying to figure this out. Which is better, a fried turkey or a smoked turkey? Which one would you prefer?
Most definitely fried turkey.
Fried turkey?
Yes,
Why would
I
you
love
prefer a fried
because it's
turkey?
more tender. Because it's more tender and moist. Like you can enjoy yourself eating fried turkey. I love fried turkey, in my opinion.
Okay, fried turkey. See me, I'm a smoked turkey guy. It's nothing like sitting it out there for 14, 18 hours, whatever. I don't know how many hours you got to sit out there and smoke, but that smoked turkey, man, I mean, there's nothing like it. You make a sandwich that smoked turkey.
Yeah, I love them both. I love them both. I love them both. Don't get me wrong. Now I used to smoke turkey and fried turkey, but I would prefer fried turkey when I
Okay,
eat smoked turkey.
and it's another dish that people have every year, every day, pretty much every day. But come to Thanksgiving, this one thing never hits the Thanksgiving table, or at least never hit mine. And I grew up, in South Mississippi, so I mean, it's pretty much everything that hit the table at some point in time. But fried chicken never makes the Thanksgiving meal. Why fried chicken never make the Thanksgiving meal?
I don't know. I know we have fried chicken. We have it all on Thanksgiving, like smoked, fried, all
Yeah,
that. Like
you just tear it all up, huh?
I can't name nothing you don't do. Everything.
I'm just because
Macaroni,
like I
green,
mean,
potato salad.
I just
Oh,
I was thinking about the Thanksgiving meal and we go go on everything, and no one ever mentions fried chicken. Like, we want some fried chicken for Thanksgiving. Like, it's you got everybody has a turkey, so I guess that takes care of the chicken part. Because you fry the turkey or you smoke the turkey, that's pretty much taking care of the chicken part. 'Cause, you know, but
hmm
yeah, I mean, like fried chicken
but
is nothing
smoked
like
turkey
fried
is
chicken.
more of a tradition. Like saying the smoked turkey, baked turkey. It's more traditional than fried turkey. I can say that, but
That is true. Now I've seen
we
some
grew up
restaurants.
more eating that instead of fried turkey. You right.
I've seen some folks take, because how we fry like chicken wings, what I'm saying, and fried
Mhm.
turkey like chicken wings. But I've seen folks starting to put the batter, the flour and all that on the turkey and
Yeah,
drop that bad boy,
yeah,
and I say
murder and the
now
beef.
that has changed the game.
Yeah, it did that. It did
That
that
may have
now.
changed the game
Boy,
when you
look
do
at
that
them.
now. I mean, you come out there, you have to go to Popeyes and get you some Popeyes fried turkey. You be like, wait a minute, oh, they got the crazies and spices in the fried turkey. What is going on, Popeyes? Y'all doing too much. Let me stop. Uh, but thank you so much. I appreciate you. And as y'all heard, she voted for fried turkey. So that's one down, and let's see how many more we got to go. So whatever you want, if you could tell me which one would you prefer, fried turkey or smoked turkey, hit us up right here on the Facebook. All right, have a blessing. And we'll be
You
right back
too.
with more straight talk right after these words from our sponsor.
You're listening to Straight Talk with your boy, Riccardo Montgomery. Don't worry. You ain't missed nothing. You just in a commercial break. We'll be right back with more Straight Talk in a minute.
From a baby's first steps to walking your daughter down the aisle, so many of life's precious moments are spent on our feet, and every step you take contributes to a healthier heart. By walking briskly for just 30 minutes a day, you can lower your risk for heart disease and stroke. So join us and take the first step to a healthier, longer life. The American Heart Association. Life is why.
Tell us what's your favorite out of the whole album.
Now, the song I grew up with was the come on, I know it's in my head.
Come on, Holy Ghost.
The one you sang, the one you started out with saying that you didn't think church.
No, the one we sing in church all the time.
Miracle.
Miracle. That's it. Yeah. I'm looking for a miracle. I expect the impossible. That's it. That's the song. Now that one, I just thought you had to start church no matter what, because that's how you started church. I ain't know nothing else. They was in there. Everybody sang. I'm like, this guy. My wife listened to it last night. I'm in there just singing away, and she like, how'd you singing in sleep? And I'm like, you gonna put it on? I know that song. That group.
How you singing and sleep, she said. Man, it's the Clark sisters, man. It's some fun with the Clark sisters, man. We had some great people on the show. Another one right here, Mr. Jason Rutley, man. Look here, last interview, man, I talked a little bit about fried chicken. Fried chicken and Thanksgiving don't really go together, does it? Do people still have fried chicken on Thanksgiving?
You know what, bro? People different, man. I'll say that. People different. I never thought that mashed potatoes was a Thanksgiving Day food either.
I agree with that, but it somehow, some way ends up on the table, right?
Yeah, that's a WP thing, though.
Well, look,
we don't do that. We don't do that.
Hey, all I know is this. I was just thinking, I was like, you know what? Because I did a show before we was talking about soul food. And I was reflecting on that show because I like to listen to the shows and just say, hey, that was a good show. I loved it. A lot of impact, a lot of feedback with people talking about soul food, because what is soul food? Aha. Certain things is just like, wait a minute. You can't say fish is soul food. aha. You know, and people like to say barbecue, and it's like, well, no, barbecue is not, but they refer to ribs. There's all kinds of different things. So, but
Yep.
one day I was like, no one ever mentioned fried chicken. They don't say fried chicken is a part of,
It's not.
you
You
know,
can
it's
have
not. It
fried
doesn't go
chicken
with Thanksgiving.
anytime. This is my belief. This is my belief. You can have fried
Mhm.
chicken anytime. Thanksgiving is a turkey and a ham day.
But I'm just saying though, when you think of it though, man, look at that. Look at that. Can you see that on the screen?
That look
Does that
good.
not
That look
look
good.
that
That look like
does that not
Popeyes. That
does
look like
that not look
Popeyes.
like deliciousness? I'm voting this year. You put some fried chicken on your Thanksgiving table this year. That's what I'm saying. Put some fried chicken on the table. Now, when we talk about Thanksgiving, the bird of choice is the turkey. Now
That
everybody do
chicken look.
their things with it.
That chicken looked like
Huh?
it was real
Huh?
crunchy.
That chicken right there, man, my
That
wife
look
made
like you
that chicken.
bite that. This is gonna be like,
Yeah, yeah.
man,
They got the crunch. They got that
that's a
crunch that
crunch,
you hear in commercials. You hear in the commercials like you never hear.
right?
Yeah, this piece of chicken right here got that crunch to it right there. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that up for you
Man,
because it's
that's
dinner
some
time for
crunchy
somebody,
chicken.
right?
You can't eat that quiet. You gotta have teeth
No,
for that,
sir.
or at least man, you
Yeah.
gotta have some kind
You
of
gotta put your stuff. Yeah.
you gotta have something in your mouth to eat that.
Yeah. You if you gotten older and you have these things that kind of falls out, you gotta put the glue on there to make sure they stay in there for that chicken.
Listen,
And that chicken,
you ain't
you get
hey,
past that
you ain't
skin though.
gumming it up eating that. You ain't gumming it up eating that kind
No,
of chicken, bro.
no, sir. That chicken, this chicken right here,
Yeah, that chicken right
that
there.
right there waking up children right there. You crunching, that's waking up children. Don't eat
That
that chicken. That baby sleep. Can't eat yet. The baby sleep. Can't eat yet. The baby sleep.
somebody somebody waking up.
But
Yes, sir.
but let but well, let's get back to Thanksgiving because Thanksgiving. I mean, you know, now we have the poultry of choices. You know, I'm voting for Thanksgiving. I mean, I'm voting for fried chicken this year because the reason why is because we have an inflation going on in the country. Things are going
Yeah.
up. People saying go ahead and get your turkey early. Da 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 da. So if you don't, just take a lesson from me. Go get some of that. Fry that chicken
Some of that
and hook
bird.
it up. Now, yeah, hook it up, and you still have your poultry. But for our other folks who out there, because this right here is a time for some people who has the talent. Some people knows how to fry a turkey. Some people knows how to fry a turkey, and they, you know, they get at least 4 or 5 birds at their house, and they over there frying turkeys all night long, just about. And
Yep.
people running
Yep.
back and forth for Thanksgiving morning, coming to pick up their turkey, riding it back to the house and stuff like that. So I want to hit you, man. So that's right there, Jay. That's fried turkey right there. Now, which one do you like? Yeah? Fried or as I like smoked? Look at that. Don't that look delicious?
That's a thing of
That's
beauty
right.
there.
That is beautiful right there.
That's
Fried or
beautiful.
smoked turkey? Which one would you? And if you're on Facebook right now, please tell me. I got one person just hit me up and said they're having meatloaf for Thanksgiving. So thank you so much, Miss Carolyn. I appreciate you saying they have meatloaf for Thanksgiving. So that's great. That's a different one
Okay.
too. That's a different one.
That's
I wasn't
different.
expecting
That's
meatloaf.
different.
I wasn't expecting
Huh?
meatloaf, but that is different.
Yeah, that's
But
different.
I want everybody out there, if you're on Facebook right now and you're watching this show, please let me know fried or smoked turkey. Which one for you, Jake? Which one for
So I've had both.
you? Mm-hmm.
I've had
Mm-hmm.
grill masters
Mm-hmm.
prepare. Actually, one year I remember. Shout out to my guy Michael King. He brought over one of each,
Mm.
a deep fried turkey and a smoked turkey.
Mm-hmm.
My personal favorite is smoked.
Ah,
Smoked
yes, sir.
turkey it hit different, man.
Come
It
on.
hit different.
Come on, man. Come on,
Listen,
man. Grill master. Yes, sir.
from the smell to the taste, that smoked turkey do something different to you. So
That
I mean
smoked
that's my
turkey, man,
vote.
it can melt in your mouth.
Yep.
You heard
And I
you
mean
heard what I say? It
it's
can
some
melt in your mouth.
in your mouth. Yeah, it's something about baked turkey and fried turkey is a little juicier than baked.
Yep.
But that smoked, that that hit different. That hit different.
Don't it does.
The flavors that you get when you cut off into that thing and the smoke come up. Oh man, it's actually smoked turkey. Actually, is very close to the smoked ham that I like. Yeah, look at her. Look at the little boss.
Yeah. My producers just come in. The executive producers come and check and
Producer.
make sure the show's still going smooth. So
Yes, sir.
I got my bosses like everybody else. I got my bosses coming in and saying, hey, get ready to wrap up the show. We got to wrap it up. Bosses come in, my bosses just walk on the set live, so it don't matter. So
She just walk
that's
on.
the type
She
of
just
work.
walk on the set like,
Now she don't talk to
all
you.
right,
Like I'm in television.
all
I'm
right.
in television, and she don't walk. She don't talk to you in your ear
She'll
through the
talk to you in the
IFB.
ear. She
No,
gonna
she
come
just
in the
come
screen
in
like,
on set. Like, yeah, here we go. Wrap it up, young man.
love it,
So,
love it, love it.
well, we got a Facebook person. They never had smoked or fried turkey. We have got to get you in the business on that right there. Never had smoked or fried turkey. We have got to get you
They
in
missing out.
the mix
That's all
on
I
that
can
one.
say. They missing out.
Okay, so since my producers are telling me I gotta wrap the show up, we gonna hit you with one last one. Everybody out there, I want y'all to listen up because People Magazine has come out with their sexiest man, sexiest man alive thing earlier this week, and it got me thinking. I saw it, I was like, it got me thinking. What about the flyest gospel person? Because we don't get nominated for stuff like that. Normally some of us got these things there. What I got. So sometimes, I mean, don't mean we can't be fly now. I mean, we can't be clean because I got my man here, Jason Rutley, who knows fashion, uh, and a sneakerhead. So I mean, don't mean we can't be clean, but we don't get dominated. So I wanted to just pluck your brain on some of the fly folks that you like. Now you and I we're a little different.
Yeah,
You like a certain vibe. I like a certain vibe. I'm a suit guy, so I like to see suits and stuff.
yeah.
You have a different flavor. So tell me if we was picking, if we was People Magazine and we wanted to have a gospel version of the Flyers, who would be on your list?
You know, I okay. So yeah, I'm more of a street, not really a street, but I'm more of a casual dresser myself. I do enjoy an occasional suit, um, if the event calls for it. Um, Jamal Bryant be dripping, bro. Jamal Bryant do be having them
He will
suits.
be on my he will be on my list because he do be fly. He do be fly. I like because
Jamal Bryant is,
he goes back with the pocket watch. I feel like he has a pocket watch thing, the little
yeah,
chain thing that comes across there, and you go,
yep.
um, you know,
And they
you
starting to
see
get
it,
into those. I don't know if it's some kind of like big pin that they wear.
mm,
I like that too. That's kind of dope. That's kind of dope too. So
well,
I definitely give Jamal Bryant a nod when it comes to fly suits and just being fresh overall. Um, Will Murphy kind of up there a little bit
William
too.
Murphy. William Murphy.
Will Murphy, yeah,
That's one
yeah,
of my
yeah, I think,
wife's favorite gospel artists, William Murphy. And she mentioned his
yeah.
name when I asked her about this segment. She said William Murphy would probably be one who that she would like, to see because he's like, really, really casual, but she just
Hmm.
loved his presence. So yeah, we all right. William Murphy.
Yep,
Okay. Well, I'm gonna hit
yep.
you because again, like my producers is doing their thing. So I'm gonna hit you with this one. And I'm gonna go with my man Donald Lawrence right here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? The turtleneck.
that's
Just
a good
deep.
look. That's a good look on
Yeah,
him.
yeah. And then the bishop, the bishop. Yeah, just
Okay,
yeah.
that's what
You
we
get what I'm
doing.
saying?
Okay,
Bishop Paul Martin. You see how clean he is. He cool. And I got one more
you
for
ain't
you.
give me no pictures. You ain't give me no
No,
pictures.
I ain't give you no picture. I ain't give you no picture, man. Hey, man. Look, go with the host on this one. And
All
hey, look
right.
at this guy right here. I call him the gospel Israel
Hilarious.
Elba right there. I call him the gospel Israel Elba. This is BB Winans, y'all. BB stay clean,
Man,
y'all. Look at him.
that ain't the
That shit
gospel
wasn't on the
Idris Elba.
catcher look.
That's the gospel what's his name? Kevin Samuels. That's the gospel Kevin Samuels. That's who that
Okay, the
is.
gospel Kevin say, look at that. Look at that beard. Look at him. I mean, clean. Boy, I tell you, you can't mess with BB. So those are my guys.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have anybody else out there, y'all want to let me know, hit us up on the Facebook, man. Jay, man, I thank you so much for coming on the show, man. It's been a blessing, man. And one last thing, we got to talk sports. So
Okay.
I just seen recently, like, you know, I'm a beloved 49er fan. I love my
Yep.
Niners, and this just ain't gonna be our year. I've come to grips with that. I've prayed to the Lord, and I told the Lord, thank you for, receive the blessings of seeing the 49ers, and in wishing that they will be Super Bowl contenders. But then this team called the LA Rams picked up athletes like Jamal Von Miller and some guy called Odell Beckham. So deterred my attention to other things. That's what I'm getting at. I turned my attention somewhere else. And then moving my attention, one of my favorite 49er, Frank Gore, is looking to do a boxing match with Darren Williams, another NBA player. So NFL and NBA player are looking to have a boxing match. And I'm like, is this where we're coming to now? Like when the athletes are like pretty much at the end of their career as far as their perfection of certain sports, say football or basketball or baseball or something like that. Is this what we're coming to? Like just finding something to do? Like, because one thing I didn't want to see is Frank Gore boxing. And you're a sports guy. You really dive into a lot of sports. So tell me what you think about this, man. You think this is going to be a new norm?
Man, I think they're gonna knock each other out. They both gonna swing, and both of them gonna be like, whoop.
And just fall out of it.
I don't know, man. I don't like it. I don't like this, man, because Nate Robinson was enough. He almost got killed in that
Yeah,
ring.
yeah.
But at least it's gonna be two novice, going at it. Is it for charity or what? Like what is the cause? They just doing it
they
to do
didn't
it?
say it's just it's an undercard for of another
Undercard.
fight. Yeah, it's an undercard for another fight, and I don't know. I know Frank he's been inching wanting to get back with the Niners. The on this what we thought was going to be a Super Bowl run, but now that's not going to happen. And I don't know what Darren Williams been up to, but I just feel like this is where they are, and I just don't want to see Frank become a meme. I love Frank Gore, man. He's one of the great 49ers to me.
Yeah, and Frank is a little guy. Darren Williams is like 6'4". He got longer reach. I don't know. I'm sorry. That just bored me right there. That's why I yawned. I'm sorry.
I see. Like it is what it is.
But
it is what
no,
it is.
man, I don't want to see these guys fight, man. I think it's setting up for their, they're gonna get clowned. Really.
Yeah, the internet is undefeated, right?
What do you think is gonna happen? I know you got Frank because
Uh,
that's your guy, but
I'm going with Frank if I have to choose. I'm choosing one of my favorite 49ers. But
you know how many
I don't think I'm
rounds it
gonna watch
is?
it. I think it's four rounds. But I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna watch it. I don't want to see Frank get hurt. Frank. Like I say, he's a beloved Niner. I have a story about you know Frank. Frank Gore and me on the football field. Um,
It's
and I didn't get tackled, but I was just as a diehard 49er fan, being able to be on the same field as Frank Gore. Um, I just treasure that moment, man. And Frank is one of my favorite athletes. Jerry Rice is also one of my favorite. These are
yeah.
49ers. So,
It
I
says
think
that
those two are
it
just
says that
amazing,
Gore
man.
has been training in boxing for years, and actually declined advances from NFL teams this season to focus on this fight. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm still not, hey, I don't want to see nothing happen to Frank. Darren Williams,
He better
hey,
win.
your life is in your hands.
I tell you what, he better win. He turned down NFL money to get to
Hey,
fight this
well, I
guy.
mean, also as we all know, I mean, Frank Frank is a tank. That's Frank the Tank, man. So I want to see Frank get in there like I want to see Frank. I hope Frank box like Joe Frazier did. Just keep coming in there. Just keep running. Just look,
Yeah,
and then hit him with a
body
weight
shots.
maker. Yeah, hit him with a weight maker, and then
Sit the way,
and they
mate.
go, yeah, hit him with the weight maker. Miracle work.
Man. Yeah. I'm sorry.
But
Yeah,
that's
I'm a
it,
take.
man.
I don't know, man. I don't think it's gonna be a good look, man, for either one of them, honestly.
No, no, no. But we're gonna get ready to wrap the show up, man. Appreciate you coming on the show, man. Any last words for everybody out there?
Glad to be here, man. I appreciate the opportunity, bro. To be here. No, man, I just want to wish everybody a happy holiday season. Like I said, we're getting ready to move to Arizona, so excited about that. And we'll be spending our first Christmas there in Arizona. Thanksgiving will be here with the family and everything. I really wanted to do that before we move. But just wishing everybody a happy, safe holiday season to you, Ricardo, and to the Montgomery family, and to your beautiful daughter and your beautiful wife, man. Wish you guys much success. Wish you success with Straight Talk and all your endeavors, man. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm proud of you, man. Love you. And keep chugging, my guy.
Man, we gonna do what we do, man. Thanks, same to you, man. This is so you be would this be your first Christmas without snow or something like that? Is that what you?
Yeah, that's what I'm
So
saying. Yeah. I'm a Michigan baby, born and raised, man. So snow is
so
what
you
we
used to
do.
see it. Yeah, you used to
So
seeing
they
all that.
say they say if we want to get some snow to drive up north to Sedona, Arizona, and get a little bit of snow. So we can get a little bit up there if we want to.
All right, well, you know what, man? Look, nothing but blessings on you, man. Y'all safe travels in your journey out there, man. I want y'all to get
Thank you,
there
my
and be
guy.
safe and enjoy that new life, and you know, and just continue to do what God called you to do, man. We'll be right here, know every step of the way to give you whatever
Yes,
you
sir.
need, man. The platform to get that word out there, and for you all out there, I want y'all to be tuned because next week, next Tuesday. We're gonna be premiering. Well, not premiering, but my wife on Amazon has a new book coming out, and I want y'all to go grab that book on Amazon. It is called The
Yes,
Craft
sir.
Center. Yes, sir. Y'all go out there, y'all check it out right there on Amazon. Erica Montgomery. Y'all go look up The Craft Center. That book will be available this Tuesday. And we'll have her on the show next week to talk about the book. And if she don't want to talk about it, then I don't know. I'll talk about it. But man, God is doing some amazing
Yes, sir.
things, man, and we want to continue to nothing but blessings on everybody, man, because God is doing amazing things. And if you don't see what God is doing in this season, please get with a minister, get with someone, and just talk about it. Whatever it is in your life, God can fix it. He can do some amazing things. So we're gonna wrap this show up, man. Jason, thank you so much for taking time out your busy schedule, man. We appreciate you being here on Straight Talk with your boy Ricardo Montgomery. We are going down. Get yourself some fried chicken. Go and get that fried chicken for Thanksgiving and get that stuff. And if you want some smoked turkey, get that smoked turkey too. We're gonna find out how to get some smoked turkey
And
and some fried chicken
honey
over there
baked
to our
ham.
Facebook. Don't need that too. Gonna need that too. But leave the mashed potatoes off, right? Leave the mashed potatoes off and get
Right. Get you some dressing, some honey baked ham, and some greens, and you be good.
Oh boy, you gonna need those greens. You gonna need those greens, yes sir. But I
Don't
tell
need
y'all
'em.
what, man, y'all be good, and we'll see y'all next week. Remember, everything is ready for you out there. The podcast is available. You get to hear Jason's song "Bless My Soul" right there on the podcast, and whatever else you missed on this show, please go back and grab that podcast. It's available for you right now. We'll see y'all next week right here on Straight Talk with your boy Ricardo Montgomery, aka the voice of Gospel Radio. Peace.
Yes, sir.